handling tires and wheels safely. In this video, we're going to discuss how to safely remove, install, and use tire machines when working with tires and wheels. Among the most serious risks to your safety while you perform your job include potential back, neck, and shoulder injuries, hearing loss due to tools used, the importance of personal protective equipment, the need to select, care, and use the right type, potential injuries to hands, backs, fingers, hearing, and eyes. And we're going to talk about your responsibility to work safely and use the tools that are provided to you for you to work safely on your job. Okay, let's talk about preventing back, neck, and shoulder injuries. The key to preventing back injuries is working from the proper height when working with removing and installing tires and wheels. Tires and wheels on the vehicles today can be easily 75 to 80 pounds, and it's important that you use proper body mechanics and positioning of the vehicle on the lift to do so safely. If you refer to the chart on the right side, you'll see a green, yellow, and red zone based upon how high, how low, or how far from your body you lift. Your power zone, or the ideal zone for you to lift safely, is roughly between your shoulders and your knees and close to your body. So just something as simple as positioning the vehicle on the lift so that the tire is located between your shoulders and knees can prevent a lot of shoulder, back, and neck strains. When handling a heavy tire or wheel, keep the load close to your body. Always use a jack or lift to move heavy objects instead of lifting manually. If a jack, dolly, or hoist is available, use the tire lift feature on the tire machine, if so equipped, and never use your hand or foot to loosen a stuck wheel by striking or kicking at it. Keeping the load close to your body prevents a lot of excess force on your spine. Obviously, common sense says if there's a jack or hoist, take the time to grab it and use it instead of manually lifting. It's always preferable to use a machine if one's available instead of lifting by hand, or simply get help. If it's a heavier, bulky item, try to have another employee help you make the lift. Many tire machines now have a hydraulic lift on the side. Don't bypass that. Use that, especially for machines that are designed for truck wheels. And then again, just your body's not a hammer. Don't use your hand or foot to loosen a stuck wheel by striking or kicking at it. That can cause a lot of sprain injuries also. Let's talk a little bit about hearing loss. A lot of the tools that you use, including air tools for removing and installing tires, the bead seater used for seating the beads on tire machines. A lot of these tools create high enough noise levels that they can permanently damage your hearing even just the first time you use them. It's important to use over-the-ear muffs to protect your hearing, or to use foam earplugs to help protect that also. Prolonged use of impact wrenches can also damage your hearing. Using those 8 hours a day on and off for 5 days a week gives you a high enough dose that it can certainly cause adverse problems with your ears as well. It can actually cause hearing damage by using those. Okay, let's talk a little bit more in depth about selecting personal protective equipment, or what we call PPE. Personal protective equipment is anything that you wear to protect you from a hazard, whether it's gloves, hearing protection, face mask, respirators, safety glasses, etc. Talking about safety glasses, it's important to use the right type of safety glasses when using air tools if you're working on a vehicle or working with a tire machine. If you're seating beads and there's a rock or a chunk of dirt on the tire, it can shoot it at you like a BB. So you need to make sure that you wear your eye protection as appropriate when using those. One of the things that we see people not using glasses as often as they should is when they're just using an impact wrench to remove a tire, buzzing off lug nuts. Think about the last time a socket came loose and flew across the bay. What if that hit you in the eye? Make sure you wear your safety glasses when you're using air tools. Always wear a good pair of mechanics gloves also when working with tire machines. Cuts and abrasions to hands and fingers are a leading cause of injury to service department personnel. As a matter of fact, it's two of the top three. Hands and fingers account for 2 of the top 3 injuries, whereas Eye injuries account for the third. So we're talking about the three most commonly injured body parts by people doing jobs such as yours. They're similar to yours. So make sure you wear safety glasses and make sure that you wear a good pair of mechanics gloves when you use them. Use your head, know what you're doing, know how to properly use the tire machine and balancing equipment. If you don't know how, don't use it. Talk to your supervisor. Wear the appropriate PPE for the job you're doing. Don't ignore hearing and eye protection. You might not have any need for hearing and eye protection. You work with some stuff that can create permanently damaging effects to your body the first time, such as a bead blaster. Very critical that you wear the safety equipment that's provided. And again, don't lift more than you safely can. Proper techniques, get a machine, find somebody to help you. Okay? Don't lift, push, or pull anything by hand if a hoist, jack, or lift or machine exists to do it for you. And then remember that you are your first line of defense for preventing injuries that might happen. Follow the safety rules and policies established. Report injuries and unsafe tools to your supervisor immediately. Use the safety equipment provided for you. It's there to keep you safe. It's important that you use it. And then last, don't take shortcuts or chances with your safety. A lot of times accidents occur when a shortcut's taken. So just don't. Follow the process, follow the procedures, follow the policies established, and use the equipment that's provided. It's the best way to stay safe on your job. Thank you for listening. That's the end of our video on working with tires and tire machines safely.